G'day folks, Cortezerino here. Guess what I'm doing? It's not something I want to be doing, but somehow I got nominated to be in charge of our spawn chunks, like everything we're building in the spawn chunks down there, and I came to the wrong side, which is good. So I've mapped out our spawn chunks there. You can see I've put a big border around it, and I did that by basically coming out from the center and dropping items, and then I'd go through a nether portal, wait for over 5 minutes, and come back in, and everything inside our spawn chunks, our loaded chunks, would have despawned, whereas everything just outside would still be there. So using my F5G, is it F5G? F3G, I could bring up the borders of the chunks and be able to see where the despawned items were, and change my view. There we are. G'day. So I could see right where the items had despawned and where they had not despawned. I could see right on the edge of the chunk and be able to map out our spawn chunks. Now, I did that because I wanted to put the Titan right in the corner of the spawn chunks, and I hope it still works. I don't really know what I'm doing, but it's inside the spawn chunks. It should still work. Because I want to be building a big structure in the middle, and we won't be going over that today because this is going to be enough of a problem. And yes, I'm up to the awful stage of placing the doors, and I haven't even properly watched Tango's tutorial yet, so I probably should do that before I start. And another thing, just in case, like I'm a little bit worried about, like I've got all my villagers in here. I've got the 21 and 21 villagers in those two boxes, and I put 5 in that box over there. I'm a little bit worried about the dropping them stage in case they all go everywhere. So I kind of don't want to get rid of my villager breeder over here. So I'm thinking I'll knock out the doors on the breeder, and I will leave these villagers in here just in case everything goes wrong and I have to start again. I don't have to set these guys up because they were a pain to bring up this high. But I don't know if these fellas here will interfere with that. I'm probably setting myself up for failure, but I think I will leave them there and just place the doors and see how we go. And actually, now I think about it, like, I'm really not looking forward to placing these doors. There is someone here who has done this many times. And the only reason I'm actually building the Titan rather than just waiting and letting someone else build it is because I just needed to know where in the spawn chunks it was going to be before I could start building anything else here. So technically, I know where it is now. Maybe I could just drop these off at Lurgan's base as a hint and walk away from this. So down here I've got Tango's thingy set up, and I will have to build in chests and chests of items just to have them firing through the portal as I place down the doors. And I might set up some chickens on a hopper as well, just to get the eggs as extra items. And I haven't got the collection up here because I want to have this Titan disguised as an airship, maybe a blimp or something like that, a zeppelin, who knows. So I want to keep it as small as I could. So can't see it from here, but I've got all the items travelling down all the way down there. But I'm killing the golems up here rather than let the golems fall all the way down, because I was worried about them hitting each other on the way down and the hitboxes pushing them off course. I'm killing them up here and then sending all the iron into this dropper and firing it down to a big chain of hoppers down there. Let's go down there and take a look. Have I got my elytra on? Yes, I do. Let's put some armor on as well. Oh, and you know, last episode I said my mission on Minecraft is not to die. I've died twice building this from falling. And the sad thing is I've had my elytra on the entire time. And that was the problem. I would drop off the edge there, be falling down here. And because I'm not used to wearing the elytra, I would press the space bar before hitting the water because I'm thinking, oh yeah, I'm going to hit the water and swim. And my elytra would engage and I'd take off and I'd keep crashing into all this cobblestone here. So that wasn't very good. So here's my collection area. Got the iron dropping down there. I think that's wide enough to collect them all. They'll spray, of course, a little bit, but that should be okay. And I've got, what have I got here? So 15 chests in each lot, and I've got, what, 3, 6, 12 times 50. I've got a lot of chests, basically, so that should be enough. And I'm probably going to disguise this area as a ship, but probably not in this episode. So, lots of disguising work to do. And that was a lot of hoppers when you've only got 2 little iron farms over there that everyone is raiding all the time. So, I'm going to go do some work on that portal to get enough items ready to fire in to place all those doors. I'm going to go watch the tutorial, which I haven't done properly, and yeah, we'll see how we go. They are spawning. There was never any doubt. There was a little bit of doubt. The reason they've just started spawning all of a sudden is because I just dropped the villagers on the other side, dropped them down 2 blocks, and I'm about to do the same to the guys on this side. And I shouldn't stuff this up because I just did it without any mistakes, and oh, I'm about to stuff it up. I better put the carpet in first. I'm a little bit worried because golems have a pretty good memory for all the nasty things you do to villagers, and I have killed so many villagers on this server that I figured they'd just all turn on me, but they haven't. I thought he was coming for me. They haven't at the moment, so I think we're good. And we've got 4 golems spawned, which probably means I haven't mucked up any of the villagers. I've got all 32. So, ooh, gee, they're loud with the doors. So now what I have to do is take out all of that above my head there and replace it with the spawning platforms. I'm glad that I've already built the collection platform here down the bottom, but I've got a couple more. Oh, lag. I've got a couple more spawning platforms to do, and it's very late, and I've been placing doors for hours. I really don't feel like doing this, but I need to get the golems coming into the lava here and dying, because at the moment I've just got these chickens set up, and their eggs are getting shot through into the nether, and I have 3 double chests worth of junk here. You see I had diorite and granite in there. I classify that as junk. And that's what's been spitting through the portal while I've been building this. So I need to get the golems coming in, and so we're spitting poppies and the odd bit of iron through the portal instead. And then I can go to bed. Falcon's not having a very good day. You know, if I had any criticism of not of the Titan, but of the tutorial, he's got it that you place all the doors, and then once that's done, you build all of these spawning platforms. I think it would have been better to build the majority of the platforms before placing the doors, because this is the last thing I want to be doing right now. Like, you can't build all of them because you need some slabs down where you're going to be placing your doors, but yeah, building these entire things right now, oh, it's painful. This is a tiny hiccup. I didn't even realise I'd had a mob spawned until I heard all those guys going crazy. This is really not good. I guess the only thing I can hope for now is that if I get villagers back in there, that that the golems will keep spawning, but I've got a very bad feeling that I might have broken the Titan. Go away, you guys. Okay, now I'm really glad that I decided to leave my villager breeder there with a few villagers in it. Oh, it would have been torture to go back down to my little iron farm down below and bring up some more. Especially because I brought them up on a huge netherrack railway. And then when I removed it, there were ghost blocks everywhere. So next time I logged in, there was bits of netherrack floating all around the sky. So I basically had to build the thing again so I could get up there and rip it all down. So let's get enough of these guys in and we'll see what the Titan does. Alright. It's the next day now. I quit and went to bed after putting all the villagers in and nothing happened. I did break the Titan. So I've spent the majority of the day ripping out part of the spawning pads and basically getting this entire thing reset to once again place all the doors. So we're building 2 Titans in 2 days basically. And this time I think I'm going to go crazy with the lighting, and I've still got the edges of these spawning platforms here ready to go, so I won't have quite as much to build when I finish this time. And I'm going to encase those villages so well that nothing can get to them. So I think I'm about ready to go, although I might add quite a few more lights to this place. Oh no, there's murdering going on. Lots of murdering. I hope they don't want mending books because I don't have any in stock right now. Hopefully it's just for the mail room that BC's building. You're making me worried. Golems, where'd you go? Yes, there we are. I got it done! They tend to like this bottom platform a bit more, I think. But yes, they can spawn 4 at a time. There was only 2 that we saw then. I'll try not to swim down into the lava pit. But look at all my lights in the roof here. Like, I don't think you need the roof anymore, but I'm just going... They are having a war. They're not after heads, they're just killing each other. I've got to get in on this. So we'll do this very quickly and then I'm going to go off to battle. Lots of lights up there. These guys are encased with glass. No zombie is getting to them. And I still have to clean up. Like, all of this can be knocked out. Those villagers can be knocked out. You know, I'm going to be turning this into a blimp of some sort. I think I might leave my villager breeder there because it was so handy last time. I can just see us building away here and then covering up some of this glass above the doors and breaking the Titan again. And if it does break, I am not going to be the one to fix it. I've had enough. How do I get down again? Over here. And I've also done a little bit of cleanup down the bottom. I've really got to get there soon. Got my lighter on? Yes, I do. Done a little bit of cleanup all the way down here. I've removed all my chests and chests of junk and the chickens on the hopper. So it's just the bare necessities. Oh, this brick thing here, that's where my dropper's facing down. If I didn't have a bit of a funnel for it, they would spray off in all kinds of weird directions. But this keeps it relatively straight and going for those hoppers down there. And let's run down and engage the elytra properly. Here we go. What is going on there? Well, I don't want to fly into that. And when I broke... Well, look at all those chickens. They are leftovers from me breaking my chicken coop. I'll have to clean them up. And I'm pretty sure most of my junk fell into here as well. So let's see where the iron's up to. I've been crafting some blocks there, but... Yep. I think we're good, and I just hope this builds up enough that if the Titan does break, we don't need to make another one. Yep, here's... Oh, not too much junk came down. That's not too bad. Go away, eggs. I wish there was more you could do with eggs, because once you start getting a few of them, you end up getting hundreds of them. Oh gosh, more eggs. Is that all of it? No. I'll do that later. Let's go see what those other guys are doing. It sounds like fun. I'll probably get there and start killing people and they'll be like, hey, we're finished. Hey! On second thoughts, this is a bit too creepy. This could make a good mini game, actually, dropping chickens for you to shoot. Why are you all up there? Get out of the way. Anyway, I was not going to charge for the iron. It was going to be all free until I had to build that thing twice. So I'm charging 1 diamond per 64 iron blocks, which is really cheap because on the Diamond Society server, diamonds are about 6 times more common than on a regular Minecraft world. And yes, I'm getting some loot here, very nice. So it's not really a money-making exercise, but I think I deserve it. Alright, so I'm going to get some shulker boxes out, some empty ones, and we will clear out all of this trash I've got everywhere, which I've lost now. All of this trash. I don't want to keep that rubbish. We'll get rid of that. Alrighty guys, we'll leave it there for today. Thanks for watching my tutorial on what not to do when you build the Iron Titan. Cheers from me, I'm Cortezerino. See you later.